Today on the Topping Show, Bud Light has their worst sales week yet. Biden fundraising off to a slow start. Colin Kaepernick says capitalism is bad while publishing a new book for sale. Jon Tapper slams Bud Light. Washington State passes California for the highest gas prices. Good Humor killing an iconic ice cream novelty. Tesla wins the most American car manufacturer by Cars.com. And their new factory may be in India. FTC to sue Amazon over their Prime. And Microsoft to decrease Xbox prices. All that and much more on The Topping Show. Thank you for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of Topping Show is sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. Gotta say, he's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or business owner and need a little assistance, you can reach the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Now, other cultural news, speaking of Bud Light, you have Jon Tapper also slamming Bud Light. Now, Jon Tapper is best known for being the reality TV star of the show called Bar Rescue, in which he goes to crappy bars, evaluates them. Basically, Gordon Ramsay, but for bars. He's very bombastic and quite entertaining for some folks. He is also usually stunned by the most crazy ineptitudes you see in a restaurant or a bar. And, of course, his whole thing is to give them advice and give them a little structure on how do you turn the bar around. Now, during a recent interview with Fox Business, Jon said, quote, "Beer brands and people connection to their beer is an identifier of your personality. It's almost emotional. People connect with these brands very heavily, and in their view, the brand slapped them in the face. This isn't going away anytime soon. It's forever," unquote. And I wholesomely agree with that statement. In my opinion, there are certain objects and certain things that people are very tribal about. It's part of their identity, which I find fascinating in and of itself. When I think of that, I think of football teams. People cheer for the sports ball team they were born at or they identify with, and it is part of who they are. You'll see the sticker on every merchandise they have. And then you have trucks, another huge thing where I know people who will buy the same brand truck just because their grandfather drove the same make and model. It's a huge part of who their identity. They're proud of that product. And I agree, a lot of people are very much identifying with their beer brands. As odd as that sounds, it is a part of their personality. Although perhaps a lack of personality might be accurate as well, because again, it's a product. It's not your actions or your faith, or it's not who you are. But I digress. Jon Tapper is 100% right, or 110% right. People are identifying with the brand, and that's why there's such a visceral backlash. You're not seeing this type of boycott when it comes to other brands who have done controversial product endorsers or affiliate brand managers, whatever you call it, a brand ambassador. That's the fancy term they like to be called. This same influencer, or that's another douchey word, the same person did a marketing campaign with Nike. You saw a little bit of backlash on the internet and some people attempting to boycott, but a lot of people don't identify like, I'm a Nike guy. No one really cares. I mean, if you're a Chevy guy, yeah, you're a Chevy guy. If you're a Ford guy, it's part of your thing. I can't even say what kind of beer I am because I usually don't drink beer. Although, interestingly enough, I bought my first case of Yangling ever just to support the company because I also had people over for the podcast, so it's for the guests. But it's one of the oldest breweries in the United States. They did the right thing, stuck to their guns, and they're still family owned, and I appreciate those things. But I digress. We'll see how many more people keep slam dunking on Bud Light as they continue to crater into the ground. It's become a cultural phenomenon, and the entertainment is unlimited when it comes to the parodies and the videos, which again, from a PR perspective, that's quite concerning for the parent company. That's the business blunder of the day. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Can't thank you enough for taking time to like, subscribe, and comment. Each one of those things greatly helps out the channel. All your feedback and critique also greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.